down of crypto and a very good options plays. Right now it's option season, and usually like calendar spreads and iron condors flourish during this time. So I've got an options play that I did today. I want to go over, and that's it. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm trying to make this video precise and quick. So let's go. Dogecoin. Dogecoin has been killing it. We had a little pullback here on the 17th um, and ripped back up again. Now, where's Dogecoin going? Dogecoin, right now, I see resistance at the 44 cent mark. So it's been ripping and running. I am starting to think it may be an inverse relationship with Bitcoin because right now Bitcoin is trading down Bitcoin, Ethereum. So if I had to put my money somewhere, I would put my money on Ethereum and Bitcoin. But if you do Dogecoin, that's fine too. I mean, it's very cheap. I mean, throw $100 at it. It's nothing to lose at this point. But not much to lose. But it looks like perhaps people are pulling out of some of the other cryptos and putting their money into the Dogecoin, and that may be the reason why we see such a pullback. As you see me scrolling through Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin here. This is a daily chart. So Bitcoin is at the bottom of its chart of its range. See, if you see this pattern here, it's in an upward range, and so right now it's at the bottom of that range, which usually is a good time to buy. Dogecoin is ripping high, so you may want to be careful putting too many chips at these levels. It's above the EMAs, so just be careful with Dogecoin. If it does hit this 44 cent mark, I do expect a bounce down, a pullback, and a pullback in Dogecoin may result in a upswing in the other cryptos. So it may be an inverse relationship. So keep an eye on that. Any questions, feel free to message me. If you decide you want to trade crypto without actually buying it itself, like going into Coinbase, or if you have like an E-Trade account or someone who doesn't really do um, cryptocurrency, you can trade things like MicroStrategy here. MicroStrategy is very, very volatile. As you see, it's at the bottom of its range also. But when it's at the top, like let's say, so like this bounce went from almost $700 down to $630 to a low. So that's in one day, or over the weekend, I guess. But very, very volatile. If you look back here, it had a high of like almost 890 and then fell down to 740. So very, very volatile. Maybe a very good swing trade. I do trade this stock, so it's nice for big gains. Big rewards, but also big losses, so be careful. Riot at the bottom of its range. You see here the daily chart. Today it's hitting support right here about $40 mark. So maybe a good time to get in on Riot. If it does retrace down lower, it has a long way to fall. It may come down to the $32 mark or all the way down to the $24 mark. So keep an eye on Riot if you decide to go that way to trade crypto. Also, some sleepers in the OTC market is blockchain industries. As you see, they're down too. See, the relationships are the same. It's a sector. So the whole sector is down. The whole sector goes down. The whole sector goes down. The whole sector goes up. So usually, the whole sector goes up. So this is just some things you guys can trade. Feel free to copy my list here. Any questions, let me know. All right, so that's it on blockchain. So to go over my options play of the day, it is drum roll, no surprise. Boom. Still doesn't show you. Hang on. Netflix, baby. Boom. There you go. So this website is options profit calculator. It helps you calculate your profits. Let's go to Netflix. Netflix is always a good go-to for iron condors. Love it. Make so much money off iron condors because it bounces around. Man, it's a pinball machine. Let me show you. Let's go. Let's go to the weekly chart. Look at this. It's been in this range since July. So since July, it's been in this range. Pinball machine. Boom, 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 boom. Just pinball machine and pinballing. So this is a pennant though. You look at this long term. This will say you can say this is the pole. This is a pennant. So just be careful with the Zion condors. At some point, it may break through. We do have earnings. And it looks like now it's at the top of the range, and the MACD is showing some strength to the upside, and the RSI is also showing oversold, which means buying is coming in. Buyers are coming in, so it may bust through. So this is my options play. I use Tasty Trade. Because excuse me, Tasty Trade. Tasty Works, excuse me. Jeez. Tasty Works, man. This is all you do options trading, you gotta trade through Tasty Works. The fees, yes, are a little bit more, but it's well worth it. It's like the difference between Six Flags and Disneyland. You get so much more bang. It's a little bit more expensive, but much more bang for your buck. But the expense ratio isn't that big of a difference, like the example just gave. But this is like a few cents more. So anyway, I did an Iron Condor, and so what I did was, oh, excuse me, not an Iron Condor. No, what am I talking about? On this one, I usually do Iron Condor because of earnings. Excuse me, because of earnings, I did a calendar spread. All right, so I did a calendar spread, and so I sold a $600 call, 600 strike price call for April 23rd, and bought a $600 strike price call for April 30th. And Tasty Trade actually shows you that. I mean, the nice thing about Tasty Trade, I mean, they're not sponsoring me or anything, but I'm a fan. They show you your options, Greeks, and everything on the same screen. You got to keep clicking. I use E-Trade. I love E-Trade, but you got to click for the Greeks, and this one shows you the Greeks, and it kind of helps you strategize because, like, on the here my spreads, the theta is like in half. Like one theta is, I haven't figured out how to do this without showing my account amount. So that's what I'm telling you instead of showing you. But usually the theta is like, if theta is 20 on one, it'll be, the back calendar date will be half, be like 10. So you're making all the money, and it's a $3 or $4 delta difference. So you're making it long as it doesn't hit those strike prices. So I'm doing pretty good. So I like this. I did my puts. It was set between 520, and so 600 is here. I don't think there's no way it's going to touch that. But the reason why I set it so high is because earnings is tomorrow. And last time, if you look at Netflix, I did a video last earnings on this because I said, man, this thing is going to explode because it was down. It was down. It was right around here. I think I said it because it was undersold and it was down at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. I was like, "There's no way this thing is going to drop," and it bam, it's exploded to the upside. And then you look, Netflix always gaps, man. Look at this. So this one a gap down, right? And we were going. It was selling off, so it was like a sell off. It was a lot of selling the day before options, and big old gap, man. Look at that. It's like a $30 to $50 range on earnings day for Netflix. So my prediction this time around, because it looks like buying is starting to come in, it probably is going to get close to, man, it's hard to call. So let's say 570, but based off the numbers, but based off the chart, it may, man, I don't know. 580? Because I mean, top of this chart is 592. That's going to take a lot for it to get that far up. Um, but here, if it fills here, if it closes here, right? So this shows some resistance here at 567. So I'm thinking 567. So it may not explode up as it did in the past. So I'm thinking 567 may hit, and then maybe in the next few days after that, just go up. And I just don't see it breaking $600. It's gonna be a challenge to break $600, in my opinion, based off of what I'm trading, right? Based off of by Friday, because this play is just until Friday, and I'm gonna sell it. So, yeah, and that's what this is what I'm doing for Netflix. This is how I'm trading it on earnings, and I've got my profit already built in, so it automatically sell. And that's another nice thing about Tasty Trade. I'll put a link in the description if you want to sign up for an account. Again, they are not sponsoring me. I am just a fan. So just spreading the love. And this is the numbers, right? So this is the numbers for Netflix. And so if Netflix explodes out the box, so if it explodes tomorrow, I'm looking at this is my profit, so I'll be plus $138. If I let it ride all the way till Friday, and it keeps growing. If it tests that $600 mark, I'm making pretty good cheese. Um, in the inverse, if it tanks, so if it tanks, I'm still looking to make some good money. So look at all this green. Look at that. So long as it stays within this range, I'm good. And this is what I like about calendar spreads. Um, I mean, iron condors are nice too, but in this one, the calendar spread actually worked out better. If I'm wrong and it trades in a small range, look, I'm still making cheese. So calendar spreads are the way to go. And also, so let's say it starts range bounding, right? So let's say it jumps up here, I can sell my call, and then if it retraces down, I can sell my put. So you don't have to sell the whole position. See, look here, my puts and calls. You don't have to sell all four. Don't have to be sold at once. So I'm risking $300. So I'm not complaining. So I'm risking $300. Worst case scenario, I'll double my money. Right? If it stays around here, if it closes on Friday, if it expires, I risk doubling my money. So love you, Netflix. Love Netflix, their earnings. Any questions? This is Reggie with Stock Talk. I will see you next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And so I'm a regular guy, regular trader, and I just share some of my plays, and hopefully it helps you. And if you have any questions, I am open book. I would love to answer them. All right, this is Reggie on Stock Talk. See you in the next video.